All right, let's get right into it. The technical interview for a banking IT support role, it's a high-stakes game. You're going up against some really sharp people, and you have to prove you've got both the tech skills and, maybe more importantly, the right mindset. So today, we're going to break down how you can really stand out by mastering the two most important stories you can possibly tell.
Ah, yes, the classic. You are absolutely going to get asked this, or some version of it. And look, this question is designed to see how you perform under pressure. It's not just about what you did, but how you did it. Your answer here is what separates the real pros from everyone else, and we're going to build that perfect response right now.
And that's really the secret, You don't need a dozen different examples. For a role like this, especially one involving something like atomic or batch processing, your entire interview can really hinge on two powerful, well-told stories. One about how you manage a crisis, and another about how you prevent one from ever happening again.
So first up is your incident story. This is your chance to prove you are a safe pair of hands. When everything is on fire, are you the person who can calmly step in, take control, follow the process, and get things back online? Let's build that story.
The interviewer looks you in the eye and asks this directly. They want a real-world example of you in the hot seat. Your goal here is to deliver a polished, confident answer that ticks all their boxes. No rambling, we want a clear, concise demonstration of your competence.
The absolute best way to structure this is by using the STAR method. You might have heard of it. Situation, task, action, and result. It's a really simple framework, but it's a lifesaver because it forces you to be concise and impactful, and it makes sure you hit every key point the interviewer is listening for.
Okay, so you start by setting the scene with specific, high-stakes details. Don't just say, a job failed. No. You say, it was a P1 incident during end-of-day batch. Mentioning critical automatic workflows and private banking reports immediately shows you understand the technology and, way more importantly, the business impact. Next up, you clearly state your task. What was your specific responsibility? This shows you know your role inside a larger team. Restore processing, minimize impact, and provide clear communication. Those are the three pillars of excellent incident management, right there.
Now the action section. This is where you really get to shine. You need to show that you didn't just panic and start restarting everything in sight. You were surgical. You identified the single root failure, you checked for data integrity first, super important, you coordinated with other teams, and you kept everyone in the loop. These are the actions of a seasoned professional, not a rookie.
And finally, you bring it home with the result. You didn't just fix the immediate problem, you delivered a business success. The batch finished within its SLA, reports went out on time. And, this part is crucial, you followed up by raising a problem ticket, which shows you're thinking about long-term stability, not just the quick fix.
Then here it is. This is the line that ties it all together. You should actually say this or something very close to it in the interview. It's such a powerful summary of your philosophy. It tells the interviewer that you prioritize safety and control over just being fast and reckless, which is exactly what they want to hear in a regulated world like banking.
So, let's just quickly recap why that story works so well. It hits all the marks. You prove you can handle pressure, you show you know the tech inside and out, you follow process like a pro, and you always connect your actions back to the business. It proves you're the complete package.
Okay, so that P1 story, that gets you past the first round. It proves you're qualified and you're a safe bet. But this next story, your automation story, this is what truly sets you apart. This is the narrative that gets you the job offer. So when an interviewer asks this, what they're really looking for is someone who does more than just close tickets. They want to know if you are a force for improvement. Can you spot patterns, think strategically, and actually make the entire system better? So once again, you start with a clear situation. You've identified a chronic problem, jobs that fail for predictable, kind of boring reasons. But by highlighting that it required daily manual restarts, you're quantifying the pain. You're setting the stage perfectly for your amazing solution.
So your task here wasn't just to restart the job one more time. No, it was to solve the underlying inefficiency for good. This goal shows ambition. You're trying to reduce manual work and improve stability, which are music to the ears of any service manager.
The actions you took here really demonstrate your technical creativity. See, you didn't just write a simple script. You built smart automation. You used atomic logic. You added conditional retries. You validated dependencies. And, this is so key, you tuned the alerts so you weren't just creating more noise. It's a thoughtful, complete, elegant solution.
And the result of all this proactive work is just fantastic. You directly address the goals you set out, you saved the team a ton of time, and you made the entire system more resilient, which meant fewer high-priority incidents. I mean, that's a direct contribution to the business's bottom line.
And here is the knockout punch. You have a metric. Being able to say you reduced manual restarts by more than 50%, that transforms a good story into an absolutely unforgettable one. It's concrete, it's measurable, and it's deeply, deeply impressive.
Just like before, you land your story with a powerful key line. This single sentence elevates your contribution from just a simple fix to a whole strategic shift. You're showing that you understand the journey from reactive firefighting to proactive, intelligent engineering.
And this is exactly why the automation answer is such a game changer. It shows ownership. It perfectly aligns with what modern IT departments are trying to do. And it proves you have that highly sought-after automation-first mindset. You're not just a support analyst anymore. You're a process improver.
So when you put these two stories together, they paint a picture of a complete professional. It's not just about the individual examples, it's about the mindset they represent.
Your P1 story proves you're excellent at reactive support. You can put out a fire quickly and safely. But your automation story proves you operate at the next level, proactive support. You don't just fix problems, you eliminate them entirely. This is the exact journey of excellence that they want to hire.
And one last thing, a few pro tips. You can add this extra layer of professionalism to almost any answer just by ending with one of these phrases. They show you're always thinking about validation, safety, and process. It's a really simple way to sound incredibly polished and experienced.
Because ultimately, that's what this all comes down to, right? The stories you choose to tell in your interview have to answer this one fundamental question. By mastering the incident and the automation narratives, you prove that you don't just handle issues, you drive stability, you drive efficiency, and you drive value. You improve the business.